With my hood above my head, making eye contact with him as the glow of the red eyes emanates from my body, I'm going to take the pipe out of my coat and begin to light it and take a couple puffs. Awful precarious of you thinking I'm following you. My party and I have been tasked to go on an adventure for Garn and Elza, the owners of Black Iron Blades. Their kin, four of their cousins, are missing, and they've asked us to not only bring them back, but bring some ore. Considering my party on the way over here to Bryn'Shander confronted a Parrington at that moment, I'm going to reach in my bag and pull out the Parrington feather. We are looking for cold storage just in case if we run into an owlbear, a mammoth, another Parrington, or anything of the sorts. Now, I'm going to assume you're not the owner here, and if you are, I do apologize. But is this place open to the public for storage, or is this mainly just businesses as my guy scans the room? Because I see there's multiple things from different businesses here. One would think so, but with my past and me just being the natural night owl I am, I find myself being up later than most and walking around more than most. As I kind of open my hood or my coat a little bit and put down my, um, open my jacket and put my hood down, kind of revealing some of the scars on my neck and upper chest. Take a puff of my pipe as well. I been through a lot, so sleeping is usually one thing I'm not accustomed to. I could ask you the same as well. Why aren't you off the bed as well? Taking a longer puff of my pipe and exhaling. Unless there's a different reason I need to be here, yes, just in case if we run into a Parrington, owlbear, whatever my party may kill, we would like to have a place to store it. Although the area that we are traveling in is awfully cold, we'd like a proper place to store it. Unfortunately, last time our party wasn't able to salvage most of the Parrington, and we had to let it go to waste in the frozen tundra here. And it sounds like from you, we can kind of just put the food wherever. So I will let my party know, and we'll put it off to the side. Okay. Well, I do appreciate you letting me know that there is space and back. I'll definitely correlate that with my party at all. While we are out on our adventures, do you or your group seek anything we can assist you with as well? We are always looking for extra ways to make some coin, as we are just a new group traveling throughout this frozen tundra. And I definitely understand that. Well, Sephek, my name is Ibrin. It has been a pleasure, and I am going to be on my way now. Thank you. And I'm gonna not force, but I'm gonna continue to open the door because it was frozen shut about 3 inches, and I'm gonna walk back to the north look. With all the businesses closed and everything else, I'm gonna make a mental note of where the cold storage is, and then I'm gonna also make note of where his party was sleeping. Um, but otherwise, I mean, I could roll a general perception, see if I see anything else. Backstory related for myself or maybe anybody else in the party. Um, just general mental notes for the party, myself, and I mean, if there's anything worth seeing on the way, just making a mental note to relay that to anybody else in the party. Um, Basically, just going to do a general survey, see if there's anybody in the bar that it's a part of his group. Otherwise, basically go to bed, and I assume we're going to take a long rest. Well, I definitely do appreciate that. I'm gonna warm myself up by the fire and go to bed and take a nice long rest. I'll walk over by the fire for a couple minutes and just put my hands above it and warm up. Sounds good.
Hello. That's what he said in the chat. Oh. Got some secretives going on there with our not so brave boy. Oh, were you already streaming? That bit of yeah. Perfect timing.
Yo, sorry, we're just sorry.
That being said, here's the thing. I don't fully remember what happened last week.
Okay, hold on. Before we do anything, I want to preemptively apologize to Dakota because I'm probably going to give him a headache tonight. Just sorry. Oh, when last we left our adventurers, our party was, as I pull my notes,
When we reconvene with you.
we did. We reconvened with me. I had an amazing little box.
Yeah.
I had a little a puzzle box that the group was extremely invested in, which resulted in me going through the scientific / arcane method and trying to find what may lie inside of this box. Beyond that, the group themselves made their way to that one tavern that I'm totally going through all my notes for. And saw Sephek Kaltro and Torga's party at the bar, right? To which I know I'm cutting some fat here, but you know, Ruby Red Eyes, our sneaky sneak boy, snuck after him, and may or may not have wound up on ice.
I was gonna say, yeah. We also, as we were playing around with that box, we did return to the Black Iron Blaze with
that's right.
the head of the Kobold, and then Ibran and I decided to take that head to at City Hall, I think.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And to get the monies.
Get that monies.
Well, you guys cheesed it.
I mean,
And
we do that pretty good though.
Yeah. Yeah. We managed to trick the guard into believing that you guys were nobody and that it was the fight.
100%. A well-placed a frost spell. Oh, also, I do need to make an addendum. I did not have Charm Person prepared, so I'm glad the rolls worked out the way they did last game because I did not have that prepared. So
yeah,
I apologize for that as well. I can't. Yeah. We're still learning. We're still playing with this game. Okay, sweet. I think so.
Remember, Kobe. That's right. Yeah.
Two tiny things. As we're bedding down, as Arini and I are like bedding down, I'm doing like my nightly routine. I've done like my cleaning ritual and everything like that. We were playing around with the cube. We kind of did some like banter talk and kind of just shot the shit. I may have bored her to sleep while I was reading my transmutation book out loud. But I spent the remainder of like my free time in the evening, if you'll allow me, to make a tinkering check.
Right. I forgot that Athros thing, right?
Well, I'm like reading the transmutation book. I figure like since like 8 hours of rest or whatever, I take an hour of like reading the book, and then I take like another hour of like just tinkering. Um, so I'm happy to do a roll for either or, but I'm leaning toward the tinkering for role playing reasons.
For reading.
I think it's I want to say, is that
Sleight of
straight
hand.
dex or is yeah, it is like intelligence check or hold on, I gotta remember what it is. What's my tinkering check? Okay, intelligence ability check. With my what's that, a +2 for my modifier, right? No, hold on. The hell is my damn tinkering? Formula 1d20 +4 plus bonus. Yeah, that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, I'll take that. So I have a whole bunch of like half-built projects that I've been working on for the last few nights, but I'm finalizing one of them. Uh, I've taken some of the steel wire that we got and some of the leather, and I've kind of fashioned it's like a spring twisty kind of uh, figurine that has just a couple little tongs in the center of it that make the bass, like very bass tune of the song that Arini was singing in the bar the other night. And when Arini wakes up, it's sitting right by her nightstand. It looks like if when you're looking at it, it kind of looks like a one of those like Duplo Weeble Wobble characters, but like made out of like steel and leather and wood pieces. And it's got like these tiny little kind of steel and wooden antlers, like one's steel and one's wooden. And it just makes a little tune when she twists it. Oh, I'm definitely passed out in like a drawer, like with my notes scattered all over my face and like the transmutation book over my face, but that is perfectly placed.
I'm just cute it out. So I guess I would grab it and kind of mess around with it, and then I would probably leave him to sleep because he looks exhausted, and kind of just sit and play with my new little toy.
Yeah.
I don't really have any specific plan. I'm probably waking up hungry. I'm not sure about Athros, obviously. He's not quite here yet, but I imagine we're both just going about our typical morning routine, sort of.
I like to imagine that he's like out in the latrine with his picture book.
He might be.
He's just reading.
Well, I don't know about reading, but he is looking.
I mean, there's a couple of words in that book. There's a few words.
That being said, yeah, I'm just kind of like, if I see anything that was that needs to be cleaned on my kid or my person, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, just kind of chilling.
Yeah. Ooh.
Smells like there's food. I would slowly get up, crack my neck a little bit, shrug my shoulders off, without really making.
Are you waking up by a trash can? Like,
I say, yeah, is he here? With
yeah.
us now?
Hold on. What?
Oh, no.
And without really making any noise, I would start to make my way out my door, closing it without really making a sound. And then walking down the stairs and making eye contact with Big Tomb and just kind of giving them the 2-finger salute and walk over to the table where he's sitting at. Well, good morning, sir. How'd you sleep?
Fine. What happened to you last night? Where did not see you?
I told you. I went outside to take a smoke. By the time I came back, you guys were already gone.
Nothing else, huh? I thought you said you were thinking about following them or something.
Let's
Did you?
table that conversation for later. Barkeep, can we get some breakfast and some drinks over here? I'm gonna look at Big Tomb. You want some venison or what?
Sure.
Okay. 2 orders. You want to start the day off right, or you want to start with some water and take it easy?
Just water.
Okay. 2 orders of venison and 2 waters, please.
So
Oh yeah, 100%.
So real hey, hey, Bryn, What's going on with you, man? You're a lot different than normal. Like you're definitely not normally. Well, I would say this cheery, but not cheery at all. What's
Man,
going on?
I can go back to brooding if you want. As I pull out my pipe, I mean, I can go outside if you want some space. I'm gonna slowly start scooting away from them. Be like, I could
No,
leave if you
You're
want.
fine. I just want to make sure you're all right. That's all. Like nothing happened. You didn't get jumped or charmed or
Given a
something.
deep hug.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd love to.
Yes.
With disadvantage.
Why do I get disadvantage?
Yeah, why?
What? Yeah, if anything, wouldn't it be an opposed check?
I bought breakfast and dinner last night. I don't know.
That doesn't give you advantage. That's-
Fine.
Right.
Should I roll deception with advantage
Yeah.
then?
Well, no. It would be like an opposed check if anything.
You're doing a deception, he's doing insight. But straight.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, just because I know I'm gonna roll higher than that.
Well, I'm sure your modifier is higher than that.
That's come on. Even just like a
Okay.
really good deuce.
I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
Something. I
Maybe
don't
I
know.
had a good night's sleep for once.
Well, maybe. Maybe you just like the smell of meat.
That could be it too. Since I kind of already have my pipe out, I'm gonna just clean that for a little bit because I didn't clean it off of last night, and just have casual conversation with Big Tune. Well,
Sorry.
We wait
I guess
for the rest of the party.
everything checks out. He's cleaning his pipe at the breakfast table.
Everything's all right. Sure.
barkeep, one more venison and water, please. Thank you.
I may have overslept. I look around the room if Irini's still in the room and ready for the day or outside of the room.
I am still just kind of chilling on the bed, kind
Oh,
of
wicked.
taking the time to relax. Maybe braiding my hair.
Wicked. I pop up out of the drawer and I put my hair in a bun and begin my morning routine. Yeah, morning.
Sunshine.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the day. Slide a whole sheet of papers off of me that were basically my blanket. Oh, the box! And I run out of the drawer over to the box and check its temperature and make sure it's okay. And say good morning to it. Perfect. Not that I'm in a rush to crack you open, but I am very intrigued to learn your secrets. But first, I smell breakfast, Irini. I'm kind of hungry.
You
At
guys
this
are
point,
downstairs.
my guy is gonna get up and I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
I don't know.
No, that was an Ebron.
Okay.
We head on down.
Lace my boots and everything and head on down to breakfast. Morning.
Morning.
Put my like tinkering pouch on the table, put my notes on the table, and just begin morning routine. Just wait for food and start doodling. Yeah, sure. No, we're having a great morning. Yeah, we'll definitely take some couple waters. I mean, like if you have any coffee or anything of that nature. Irini, I'm not sure if you want anything specific. He definitely is rattling on. I don't know if you want to catch up or jump in onto this train because it's nonstop. I'm definitely going to have some of the venison. If you have some bread or baked goods, I'm totally going to do that. Also, side note, you wouldn't have it in a bucket, right? No. I'll take it as it is. If it's filled with pitch or dirt or smutch, whatever. No big deal. Just want a bucket. If it's dirty, we can wait until the end of the meal. I don't want anyone to get discouraged from eating. It's really, it's gross. I don't, just wait. No, that's fine. That's fair. Yeah, all right. Well, I realized going through my inventory last night. I mean, I have an assortment of things. I'm running out of space. Ultimately.
Yeah, I look over to Aethros. God, I didn't even know there could be more than one of them.
His normal speech is like my resting brain pattern. So like,
Ugh.
if it's any consolation, I really do enjoy you guys, but I slow it down a lot for you guys.
Ugh.
Like a lot.
Yeah, my brain's starting to hurt. So are my ears.
Like I pull out my book and I'm like, I mean, like I can show you how fast, and then just rattle off an entire page, and it sounds like I'm just reading it from top to bottom. It takes like a couple of seconds, and I just go, see, I just read that like 6 times. Anyway.
No, my guy's literally gonna use the restroom. He's gonna look at the mirror, rub his hands in the water, kind of wash his face, and just kind of have flashbacks to the conversation last night and get this eerie chill and just kind of like shake it off and come back to the table.
I have a question about that here in a minute too. Once you're done resolving this.
I think we all got questions. Jesus.
He remembers everything.
Fucking soft 20. Jesus, this guy.
So
I know the amount of pallets that were somewhere. I know everything.
There was at least 72 shingles on the first quarter part of the roof. Can I roll to see if he got the cold shoulder last night?
yeah, so having failed that insight check, is there? Oh, Lord.
Damn, double sevens. What's up?
Right. So I would have absolutely no suspicion anymore, or is it just like a must have been the wind kind of thing, and like I could still be suspicious? Okay. Right. So okay.
I'm supposed to be the one with the scary eyes. Walk out of the bathroom kind of huffing and puffing a little bit, but before I get out in the general public, I'm going to go back to the way I was before, and I'm going to look at the table, look at the barkeep, kind of see him bringing everybody food now, and be like, oh, okay. I'll make my way back to my seat and kind of just sit down and start eating my food.
We're hoping it was boiled. Like, we're just gonna assume
Why is this water slightly yellow?
this fuck. Guys, does
Hey,
your
Rose, what, I
water
just thought
taste
it was
like
lemonade.
horse? Mine's got a real, I don't know, donkey kind of taste. What's that, lamb?
Are we sure this isn't lemonade?
Hey, what's up? Morning. Hey, how'd it go?
Right when he says that, I'm going to be like midway of drinking my water. And then just kind of like stop and kind of look at the table and be like, fine. How'd your night go?
I mean, I read. Arini and I looked at the cube for a little while. I tinkered. I mean, it. In all respects, I think you're the only one who had the fun assignment last night before bed. So, did you learn anything? What happened?
One assignment? I mean, I told you guys I was going outside to smoke, but I mean, y'all went to bed before I came back in, so I went for a walk as I'm gonna take a bite of my venison.
I quizzically look at him because I know the exact circumstances of the events that happened not more than 8+ hours ago. We all actively made eye contact with him and were like, "You're gonna go? Okay, cool." So I'm sus now.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That's what he's walking. That's like, I feel like Ibra's just walking into the room again, like,
Yeah. Like,
"Yeah,
you're
so-
smiling. Yeah. Like, Roham, fam, what happened? Like, you didn't just go outside for a smoke. We all know that you went after friggin', summertime jeans, man. Like, what
I don't
happened?
know. He told me that he just went outside.
So you just went outside, smoked, and just didn't come back in and be like, "Hey guys, I decided not to go after Mr. Scary Pants."
I take a nice chug of my water, kind of slam it down on the table so it actually makes a substantial effect more than just everybody at the table being alarmed, but maybe a couple people around us. Yeah, I followed Sephek, and yeah, that was. I'm kind of like just scratching the back of my head, looking at everybody. If we go after him now, the way that we are, and I'm looking everybody in the eyes, I feel like we're all gonna die, and I'm just
Insight.
gonna let it pause.
I mean, I want to incite him. Come on.
Oh, thank God.
I have been with him long enough that I can tell when he's doing the normal Ebern brooding and when he's objectively not telling us something, and he is objectively, I feel it in my bones. Like, you're gripping. Oh no, literally. Okay, you're holding your pipe the wrong way. You normally drink water with breakfast. What is going on?
DM, do you want to weigh in on my last comment, or should I reiterate it on its level of severity? Our trip. No, that's my guy is being probably for the first time non-brooding, and the loner he's actually showing compassion. You're
So
seeing you're
okay,
seeing you're seeing compassion and caring for not only himself but his group. And you know, guys, I know we haven't been together long and we aren't even really that close, but I did follow Sephek. I kind of know vaguely where his party sleeps at night, and I know where he ended up. And one would say I was one with the night last night. Seamlessly being able to follow him, we ended up at a cold storage, um, and waited a couple minutes outside, and waited a couple minutes more, and as it seems, 15 minutes went by. I decided to walk up and take a look outside and see what kind of a building it is. And you guys already know it was 7, 8 o'clock at night when I left, or they left at least. And when I walked, right, when I walked in, it was just cold storage. There was no desk, there was nothing. And the reason why I went in is I remember the tale from the previous town we were in that they heard of a man who stayed in a cold storage unit. So I was hoping there would have been a barkeep, or not a barkeep, but like somebody that runs the place there, or somebody who's storing something at night there, getting supplies. I was hoping I would run into somebody and pick their advice.
quick pause.
As
As you're
I
literally telling the story, I'm like taking the salt and the condiments off the table and ritualistically casting detect magic.
Yeah, I've lost all sense of believing anything he said before at this point, because I feel like even though we haven't known him very long, he hasn't seemed like he's been afraid of anything, and now it almost feels like he is, whether or not he says he is. So I'm just kind of letting him go.
I have my notebook open to your page, Ibrin, and it only has like 3 lines in there, and I'm now making a brand new dent. Yes, I am ritually casting detect magic. Specifically, like, since we're all sitting around this table, like, I'm trying to specifically, like, I know it's a 30-foot radius, but like I'm focusing specifically on Ibrin.
Irini's also trying to perceive something.
How close is she to our table? Yes. On the edge, on the outside, on the edge, on the inside of my 30-foot. Because I will actively stand up on the table and continue writing out this ritual arcane sigil and force her to be in my 30-foot radius. I'm standing on the table. I'm on the table.
That's it. Just pull the table 2 feet closer.
I literally I pull my pipe out, I light it on one of the candles off of the side, and I'm like, sorry guys. And I start walking around the edge of the table, drawing out in chalk and ash and everything. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, what a way to punish me. What a way to punish me. Out of game, you give the sneaky boy some terrible secrety stuff that he gets to be sneakier about, and now I gotta triple split my focus. That is a very interesting combination. And Ebrin? Oh man.
I think a normal person would be insulted by him doing all this, but my guy is.
Honestly, how is this different from anything that normally I do?
Right.
Right, and that's kind of where my guy is not offended, but he does pause his story well. He just kind of looks at Ono doing his thing. And I'm just going to kind of wait for him, take a couple bites of food, look at everybody, kind of waiting for the precipice of this story to continue, and just take a drink of my water and be like, I'm just going to wait till he's done. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day, guys. So.
Questioning you as we're doing this. I'm concerned now not only for our well-being and your well-being, but now I'm concerned for the stakes that are being pressed against us. So, excuse me while I actively make sure that we're all on the same page and we're okay.
You're good. I understand it is hard to believe that I am showing a different motion than brooding for once. I'm not gonna kind of make a dunch joke there, but yeah, I
half-heartedly chuckle and flip an empty tankard over and sit down in front of you and on the table. Okay, quick question. Just humor me a bit. You, who have never really showed us fear, in any respect, are actively afraid of Sephek Kaltro. Yes?
Me talking to you is not by my grace, but by his.
What I don't understand is that even in this little short amount of time, we've never known you, or at least I've never known you, to be afraid of literally anything. So I feel like you're not telling us the full story.
Well, before someone wanted to cast the ritual, I was getting there. I'm gonna kind of tilt my head and kind of look at Ono and be like, can I continue my story now?
This is business, baby. You can do whatever you please.
Take a drink of my water and kind of set it back down, but not slamming it for attention this time. So, as I walk into the cold storage, it's actually one of the bigger buildings. It's west of town center. It's maybe 100 feet in on the right-hand side. It's 3 or 4 buildings. It says cold storage, just a small sign, metal door. Opened it up, like I said. Considering Sephek slept in the basement of the prior barkeep's area where the cold storage was, I figured I would run into somebody here. Ultimately, taking a scan on the inside, I saw a giant storage capability basically for any business in town and even some of the bigger households like House of the Morning Lord. When I got done kind of looking around, I go to leave. As soon as my hand hits the door to open it, it freezes shut. And all I hear is a voice. Why are you following me? And I kind of look up to the left and just see Sephek sitting on a container with piercing blue eyes. And he's looking directly at mine. And obviously it's night, so I've got my red eyes going. And an elegant battle of, I would say, a mixture of intimidation, deception, and persuasion happened. Me being here, like I said, is by his grace. When we started our conversation, I would say maybe the storage DM you might want to convene with this was maybe be 30 feet wide by 100 feet long, something like that.
It's like a split level, so it has like an upper balcony area inside.
50 wide, 50 long.
Yeah, it's like a longhouse.
So, as our conversation went on, basically he's asking, why am I following him? And I'm like, that's, cute. I pulled out my pipe, started smoking, put my hood down so he could actually see who he's talking to, and pierced back with my glowing red eyes. And it's funny that you assume that we're following you. My party and I were looking for cold storage, considering the Battle Hammer group, Elza and Garn, are tasking us to go get the, ore and kind of see what's up with their kin for Bictune here. And I'm going to kind of use my right hand and gesture towards Bictune. And he, I don't know, I felt like believed it, but at the same time, out of the corner of my eye, I could see almost the room getting smaller, kind of like a haze or snowstorm just was engulfing the room, and it kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Eventually I pulled out the Parrington feather, and I'm going to pull it out now and kind of present it to the group. I believe this is the only reason why I'm here right now. When I pulled it out, he kind of started believing my story. We chatted for a little bit longer. I went to pull it away, or put it away, so I turn, and next thing I know, he's eye to eye with me in an instant. No longer than a second, he could have had a knife through my chest and dead on the floor. We had a few more words. He told me that the cold storage is open to the public and there's space in the back. I didn't feel like testing my luck, because by the time he said that,
I was like, what?
I had a request.
Yeah,
And
Clark's computer crashed. I don't know if y'all saw that.
And as I continued, I felt the room getting smaller and smaller, and maybe only 20 or 30 feet left. I could no longer see the back and could only see that far. I quickly bid adieu, made haste, left, and walked basically straight back to the Northlook last night. And like I said, the instant that it took for me to put the Parrington feather away and look away, he was no more than the distance of you and I, Bictune. And quite frankly, there's something about him I can't put my finger on, but I feel like if we go against him now, all of us might die. And I'm just gonna kind of look down at my mug and food. And
in the absence of him being in the voice chat right now, Ono would like to ask if he touched you.
gonna wait for Ono real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, my computer took a crap. Yeah, I should be. I'm reloading World Anvil right now.
So
Yeah.
basically, I said the second that it took for me to put my feather away, Sephek was no more than the distance of Big Tune and I, and could have easily had a blade in between me. And by that time, I noticed the room was maybe only 10 feet by 30 feet. Like this dark shroud was casting around me and engulfing me. And versus testing my limits and going to the back to see where the storage is, I made haste, opened the door, left, and came back here last night.
So you got away? Good. That's a plus. Did he get hands on you at all?
No.
Insight check. I can't roll just yet. I'm still getting World Anvil up. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Sick. I'm giving myself guidance because she just chimed in.
I'm gonna casually pull a dagger into my right hand, so no one sees it.
Yeah, I'm still very wary of everything going on, so I'm certainly ready for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. All right. Hold on. She's within the circle now? Like she's hard pressed inside? I'm just trying to, give me 1 second. How long was this? 10 minutes? Yeah. I'm still concentrating on this. What kind of wicked ping since you got closer? I know you said that it's like necromantic and abjuration, but is there anything else? Because she's closer now. Greetings and salutations. She's ready to pop off. She could pop. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know. Good morning, greetings and salutations. Who? Yeah. Tina.
I'm gonna just take a sip of my water, kind of look her dead in her eyes, and set it down without saying a word.
I don't mean to butt in because obviously you're having a very pointed conversation with our friend here. Love your jewelry. Is it an affectation of representing your personal devotion to the faith, or are you actually a representative of the church, if you don't mind me asking?
I roll insight.
I take that at face value because I'm like, I mean, it's not necessarily the Frost Maiden's evil yet, to my knowledge.
Take somebody who's mediating necromancy face value, but the brooding rogue trying to be a heart-to-heart moment. Insight, he's got to be lying. Insight, he's got to be lying.
Hey fam, necromancy can be good too. Just saying, necromancy can be good too. I'm just taking it at face value because some chick walks up with blue eyes. You
Right.
don't have blue eyes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I have
and
blue eyes in the day, red at night.
That
like
and
we've
you're
run
happy.
I feel like we've run into a few people with these same blue eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Jeez.
pull my second dagger into my left arm, but still kind of remain it hidden, but ready to kind of go to the fan immediately.
So
I'm still not talking to her though. I'm literally making eye contact while all this is happening.
I'd like to ask her, so if you're part of this Church of Oriel, does that mean you're going to try to stop anybody that gets in Sephek's way? Is that what you're trying to say? Or gotcha. I see. Okay. So you believe that Oriel is good for the region here and is maybe not perfect, but doing her best to help this region. And you don't think you think Sephek is getting in the way of showing people, I guess, her light, if you will? Understandable. And
So, in that, so in that respect, he is actively bastardizing her word. Am I understanding this correct?
yeah, like, are you trying to? Well, I don't even know if you're implying it or if you're just outright saying it, but you're
No,
saying
she's actively
that
inferring it.
that he is influencing her, do you think, or is it just a matter of bad show? Mm.
This may be a striking question. I hope you don't mind my being overtly forward. If we do take care of Sephek, which, I mean, side note, like, it's not really obvious. We kind of already had, like, we're probably going to take care of him notion. But in the event that this may or may not affect the Frost Maiden in a positive or even a negative light, is that going to disturb your work?
When she finishes her sentence, keep you alive, my left eyebrow raises, my right one stays down. Kind of like the rock picture, like, huh?
Real quick, can I, just for the sake of, because she's willing to help us and potentially come with us, and everything's kind of put me back and forth at ease and unease, I'd like to roll it. I'd like to, get some insight into what she said to make sure that everything is, yeah, on the up and up, yeah. Cool.
Oh my
Do
god.
better than last time.
Ben, now is the time that I need you to, like, be super focused.
Also, welcome, Ben.
Yay, what's up, Ben? He's muted himself.
Mm-hmm.
There
Hopefully
he
I
is.
didn't miss too much.
Not an aggressive amount, no.
Okay.
Some interesting things, but we can catch up on that later.
Ebron woke up in a good mood, so the game is fucked.
As Athros kind of like zones back in and be like, Athros, Sephek, bad guy, kills us. Bad. No. And then I'm just gonna go back to the conversation, just looking at this lady, not talking to her.
But he could be friend.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was gathering just from what she was saying. Still a little uneased by everything that's been going on, not just her.
We are the adventuring party that is of an interested, like-minded party who is trying to subdue or quell his intentions. Yes. I can't help but just notice the very stark similarities in your very becoming and fetching eyes and his nearly identical and very menacing eyes.
As soon as he finishes his sentence, I'm gonna kind of move one of my daggers visibly on top of the table.
Please, God, please. If you're gonna shank this lady, give me like 5 feet of room.
You say you come from the Church of Oreo, and you're looking for a party to take care of him. Why doesn't she take care of him? And how do we know you're not setting us up?
Hold on. We do have access. This is like general information, correct? Like the history of Ariel the Frost Maiden. Like we have it in World Anvil, but this is like. No, there's an abundance. Okay. With that knowledge of what we have at our fingertips, would we assume that this person, Atina, is plausibly of a evil nature? Like the church itself is an overall neutral evil church, essentially. So we're going under the circumstances that this is literally business for her. It's not outright evil, yeah. But they're not stopping them. I am so. I mean, you're good. No, you're good. I'm like, Ono is visibly like flipping back and forth between like 3 separate pages. One an Ariel page, like the other one this new Atina page that is the prospect of this job, and like I've now finished an entire page and I'm moving on to another page of Ibrin. This is a lot more writing than I expected before we finished breakfast. Not that I'm upset with this. Okay, in all respects, in all of the respects, if we shut him down, and I'm just trying to be as blunt as possible, if we shut him down, how does that play out for you? Paint us a word picture, the aftermath. Fair. With less lotteries and killings and things like that. So then, like, by chance and circumstance, if we were to, again, get rid of Sephek, and then by, like, proxy, ipso facto, end the Eternal Summer up here, would that kind of get in the way of you guys' business? Insight check. I'm guiding myself.
Correct.
You can call him Ruby.
I don't know if I missed this. Is she dressed in a similar manner to like Sephek? Like it, like
Yeah.
you know,
I was gonna ask.
not just for the cold.
She came in an all like white fox fur coat.
Okay.
Right. But like underneath the fox fur coat, is she wearing like long pants, like a long shirt, long jerkin or whatever, or dress, or is she actively dressed like, and again, I'm not trying to meta here, but dressed like she came from the Sword Coast?
Okay.
That's, yeah.
Okay.
So as she like palms up and like offers her hand for blood, I go, no, 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 and I like wave my hands in the air. We won't need to pull blood. Can I make a sleight of hand check and cast prestidigitation on her? Oh God, yes. Okay. I'm fucking guiding myself again. Oh my God, that was so close. Is she really that perceptive? Awesome. So, raw rules as written. I'm going to try to warm her like body up, like the 1 cubic foot of like her general chest area, and I want to watch her reaction. Like flesh tone. So it is stronger than that. It is actively snuffing out my warmth. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh no. Anyways.
No, yeah, 100%. Well, ultimately, I think some new information may or may not have come to light besides the information that you're giving to us, Atina. I would believe that we may or may not still need to do some semblance of reconnaissance rather than going full frontal and getting into the business. But I could be wrong, and I look over at Ebron when I finish that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I think that, despite what Ebron told us, and now especially that we may have extra help, we would certainly outnumber him comparatively to the, one-on-one encounter that he had last night.
Yeah,
and I'm certainly not afraid of him, and I feel no different about our ability to take him down.
What do you think, Rini?
I don't know. I'm in if you guys are in. Powers and numbers.
I like that answer.
Aethros?
As long as we get him alone.
That's fair. I don't think we could take on the whole of him and Torg's gang.
Him by himself, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aethros, what do you think?
I think I'm pretty tired. I don't think I got any rest last night.
You did. Oh, you would have had a long rest, by the way.
Okay. Then
You
yeah,
got sleep.
we got this. No problem.
I love that attitude. All right. Well, I mean, Ebron?
I'm just gonna kind of look at the party and look at her. I'm gonna stab my dagger into the table, close enough to her hand where it's close, but clearly not close enough to like do any damage. I'm gonna get up and walk out the door and go outside.
I cannot explain his
Make him roll to see if he
moody.
actually hits your hand.
I mean, if I didn't have the roll, I would say it would nick her finger ever so slightly to where it's like a paper cut and draws a little bit of blood. But I didn't want to. Well, no.
Jesus.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's why I worded it the way I did. So I'm like, eh.
Are you intimidating her or attacking her? Yeah.
I don't trust her, and if the party goes with her, I am not gonna go. But the party obviously doesn't know that, because I went outside to go brute and smoke my pipe.
I feel like we
Right.
got the answer in you doing that.
Literally, like you're like telegraphing. Are you okay? So, all right, okay. So he's broody. I turn and I look at Atina and I go, "Yeah, I'm sure this is, within the realm of your purview. He's a little broody. I'm sure you can totally understand this. Obviously, we're gonna need maybe a little time to kind of mull this over. Can we get back to you in like a day?" Wait, hold on. When's the next lottery?
A month.
Okay. And wait, hold on. Out of game. When was the last killing?
It's
Like
today.
No.
The last, like,
The
The
last.
last,
The last run was
Murder.
yesterday.
yeah, the last one.
Okay. Okay. So we're kind of in this halfway fugue state, is what I'm assuming. Like, okay. Yeah, I mean, could we get like a day to kind of, chew the fat, kind of figure out what's going on with everybody, get on the same page?
Or
Mm,
at least the daytime here. Maybe see if we can figure out what Bryn wants to do or doesn't want to do, or we can reconvene later or tomorrow morning.
problem. Also, last really weird question. Are you associated in any way to the Torg Traveling Merchant Company, or no? Okay, cool. Fair enough. Okay, guys, I think we'll be fine. Let's do some
Can I do an
talking.
insight check on that?
Yo! It's like the 8th or 9th insight. Yes! Go, you beautiful bastard! I'm literally standing up right now. I'm pacing in front of my computer.
Yeah. Like, okay. Sounds believable to me.
You just
Mine now. I grab it.
I don't question it. I'm just like, I shrug. We appreciate your candor and at least
Time to put a dagger in my wall.
and we appreciate, one, the business opportunity, and two, at least a budding new relationship for at least us to foster into a better understanding of this this predicament that it seems that 10 Towns is in. Okay. Ruby Broody is outside smoking.
I think we need to go talk to him.
Yeah, I feel like we should. Can we like get away from this building for like an hour and just kind of like hash it out in the town and kind of figure out what the heck we're about to do?
Yes.
This is so.
I
kooky.
suppose. Yeah, we got.
I'm like shuffling my magical components around because I'm so uncomfortable right now.
I suppose we'll have to worry about the ores another time. At least for the time being.
At this point, I'm starting to think it's like one and the same. Like, you know,
you think it may be taking us out towards Kelvin's cairn?
Maybe. Okay, hear me out. While he's outside brooding, I kind of like not sit in center of the table, but like kind of force everyone to kind of get closer. If Ibrin was freaked out earnestly, I think we should believe him. It doesn't seem like he's been terribly messed with. I mean, we don't even know how powerful Sephek is, so this might be our one tell. He could either be bluffing us really hard in hopes to get away, or he could be dead serious, and we probably are just underwhelmingly unprepared for this. And maybe we do kind of need to figure out, maybe like, I don't know, where they're going next, and kind of work a plan around that. I don't know. I'm super. I'm like, and earnestly, I have all my notes in front of me, and I'm like looking at all my notes, and I keep finger pointing back and forth between bullets, and I'm like super confused. Like, I just don't know what to do at this point.
Do you think that
Yeah, same. No idea what's going on.
The long and the short of it is, Aethros, you missed maybe a good 5 minutes of fun time where Ibrin was in a good mood, apparently, and set everyone's hair on the back of their neck up, and then he proceeded to tell us that his nighttime mission turned into hey, the bad guy I was following may or may not actually kill us if we fuck with him. And then we were all like, that's crazy talk. And then the Snow Queen walked up.
Wait, the Snow
Well,
Queen,
I
or-
mean, not the Snow
Ice
Queen, I'm
Queen?
paraphrasing, but like Atina,
yeah.
Oh, this.
yeah, the Church of the
Okay,
Ariel,
okay,
the priestess? Is that how she addressed
Priestess,
herself?
Yeah.
Did she say that she had station, or
Not
just
gonna
a
lie, I
general
want one for
priestess?
ghosts.
Ooh, okay.
So, do we think that Bettina will help us if we agree to reconvene in a few days after they've moved to another town? See if she'll come with us?
Will she come with us? I don't know. Does her business keep her here? Probably. I'm at a loss.
I feel like if she's that invested in getting rid of Sephek, then she may just come with us.
I mean, yeah, but then on the other hand, I mean, we're talking about, I mean, she is actively, I mean, we know the history of the church. They're not really a good church.
Right.
They're inherently evil, but they just kind of ride the line because it's basically when they need to act, it's moments of convenience, not them grand plotting of the decimation of, I mean, 10 towns as a whole, if we're thinking globally. Like, I if I'm being completely honest, I think she's trying to snuff out competition, essentially, or taking care of loose ends.
That being said, if even if that is the case, if she can help us do what we were tasked to do, then I'm not sure that I care.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Help.
This is
where
what we
it's
were
given.
tasked to do. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we could, and if it turns out that she wants to mess with us after, I guess we'll turn our attention to her.
Do we have a notion at a game of where Torg's merchant company is headed to next?
Yeah, is there like a set pattern that we could at least figure out, possibly?
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think I wrote that down, so I will happily roll a
Oh, yeah,
history
We'll
check.
let it go as well.
I'm gonna.
My perception
Hey!
check is
Ow! Damn, dude, I am rolling crap right now.
Good thing we're not in combat.
My
Yeah.
overall perception check is, since it's been a couple minutes and I'm outside, I'm just trying to see if there's maybe somebody else fitting the mold of her, kind of wearing the same stuff, and seeing if there might be somebody waiting for her outside. Or even see Sephek in his group again.
I'm just showing Arini the doodles I've been drawing.
Okay.
Me. Well, I do recall being told that typically after they go to Bryn'Shander, they do go to East Haven. So we could always try to convince her to come with us there and deal with it there. Because we would have a couple of days, the journey out to Kelvin's Cairn to get that, or might take a couple of days, but I feel like at this point they would probably still be there by the time we returned.
Oh, okay. No bad ideas.
Are we willing to take the chance of her not helping us later?
I don't know.
The worst we can do is ask, I suppose.
The guaranteed help now?
It's seeming to me like if we take her help, we might not have Ibrin's help.
Yeah, and I know how he fights versus a random evil priestess.
Exactly.
But it seems like he's not helping no matter what.
I feel like we might be able to convince him to help. I have an idea. Hear me out. Let's go talk to him real quick. And I kind of hop down the table.
Yeah, I agree.
I head outside. I assume you're sitting on a bench, Ibrin?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look over at you guys as you're coming out. Did one of you guys at least pay the barkeep for the food?
Crap! And I run back inside and toss 3 gold on the table. No, that was my fault. Honestly, I thought you'd be like, oh, we're staying here, so we'll just pay it later. But no, I want to make sure that you get goods to services rendered. So it's my bad, guy. I'm well assuming that I'm overpaying for this delightful breakfast, but it doesn't matter at this point. Okay, so we're going outside. Ibrin, question.
I'm gonna, as he says question, take a big long inhale of my pipe and kind of look at him and waiting for him to talk to exhale it.
It does not take me very long. I immediately go right into the beat. Okay, I think we should take her offer seriously, but I think we should do a little bit of reconnaissance. You know what I'm saying? Hear me out, guys. No bad ideas. This is crazy. The merchant company Torgs is going to be in the market today eventually, right? So let's go and scope his party. If he's there, Sephek, cool. We'll get a little bit more detail. We'll see if he reacts to Ibrin. If he's not there, wild idea. Let's just find the weakest dude in the company, pull him off to the side, and fucking question the crap out of him. Maybe we'll get a little bit more insight. How connected is Sephek to the merchant company? Is there some kind of torrid relationship? How bad is his power? Like, should we really be worried? Does this guy have inside info?
I mean, we could also find out how often he's alone, like last night.
Or where they're going to next.
Mm-hmm. I like that idea.
I
We can always
mean,
do that on our way out to go get these ores if we really want to, if we want to sit on it for a couple of days.
right, and at least we'll get some more info on both parties, Torg and Sephek, and then we can make a decision on whether or not we want to work with this lady immediately or be like, yo, we need like at least a week.
I'm gonna take it just a long exhale, releasing the smoke, and just kind of sit there for not a long time, but like 3 to 5 seconds. Guys, it's plain and simple. I will not work with that woman. She can hire us, but I want her nowhere near the party. That's my final say on that.
What's your reasoning?
Several. I don't trust her. I feel like she's hiding something. And even if she is a page or whatever she may be from Oriel, and this Sephek guy is now a problem and they want to take care of it, why is it now just being addressed, and why aren't they and even her taking care of it? Something that would be so easy. And at this time you can see my characters physically and like starting to shake, not in just like nervousness, but just rage and pure, I'm emanating rage. Just, this is something that would be done like that for people like them.
Well,
I feel a massive trap. And considering I walked into the one last night, I'm not willing to risk you guys and myself to be into another one. I
Well-
often put myself on the front lines for you guys, trying to do what I can to make sure you guys are okay. That's my way of showing I care about you guys. And today, I get it. This is a brand new person. You guys have been a little bit wary, maybe a little bit insulting as I look at Oh No. But I am not here by my own will. I'm here by somebody else who let me go.
You're right. We
Well-
should just give up adventuring. You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a building over by the East Gate we can just take up and build a tinkering shop and wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Why don't you nut up, man? Come on, dude.
Yeah, I
I've never
wouldn't-
seen you
What are
like
you,
this,
some
and we've been
kind of-
traveling.
Yeah, what are you, some kind of scaredy cat now? You're scared of everybody? You're scared of some little priestess?
Like, for real, some ice cube traps you in a friggin' refrigerator and you get all like, I've got the cold shoulder. Come on, man. Take
I
this
like-
dude out.
I would like to make mention
I want to do an
that-
insight
that e-
check on.
I would like to mention that even though I said, what are you, some kind of scaredy cat? I still have no idea what that means.
No, I think it's appropriate. 100%. I back that up.
like, I'm just aware that it's a phrase, not that I am a cat.
Phrasing.
Okay, I'm giving myself guidance on my insight.
Yes.
On to see what John was.
But like, checking this
Just to see the truthfulness of what Ebron was saying. Like, can I believe what he's saying, or do I think he has ulterior motives that he's trying to hide?
And 10% seriousness.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know that though.
Look, I'm not saying we can't take care of Sephek later, but not now. I don't feel we're ready yet.
Why?
You
Let's
just said
help.
that you weren't going to do it. This is the easiest way to do it.
I mean, he said he didn't want to work with this lady.
That-
Now, I agree with him in that respect. Yeah, she's sus. But then again, I mean, we take care of him now, or we take care of him in a couple weeks, and he's either stronger or has more guys,
Right.
or like like, we could shit or get off the pot, man. I don't.
What?
Don't let me forget that bucket. I'm not walking away from this building without that bucket. Nah, no worries. Not a rush.
I kind of just turn to Ibrin. I'll, look at him and be like, listen, dude, like, I understand you're scared. I get it. I do. You guys don't know we don't know a lot about each other, but I'll tell you this right now. This Sephek, and by, an extension of him, the Oriel, is kind of responsible for the reason that I'm here. So, I understand we're all scared. Look at everybody. I understand we all might be a little bit scared, with what you're telling us. Yeah, he sounds pretty powerful, but, but,
No fear.
at this point, this is the way that I'm built, and even if I have to go in alone, I don't care. I'm going after this guy at some point, whether it be today, tomorrow, or in a couple of days. And I'm going to do it with as much help as you guys are going to give me, because I need to take him and her down.
Now that's talking with all 9 lives.
What?
That's perfectly fine. I, before was rudely interrupted, was going to say, I don't want her helping us. We can take him down. We can take him down, just not right now.
Then why did you tell us that we couldn't go after him? Because we were going to die.
If we went after him now, I feel we would die. And I feel we should help out the Battlehammer, Elza and Garn, find their kin. Let's get you the upgraded blade and get a little bit more cash in our pockets, upgrade our wares and our weapons, and go at this guy with our full force. Right now, we haven't upgraded much. We haven't done much. We haven't, quote unquote, tabletopping progressed much.
How's tabletopping?
Above game
That's when
talk.
you kneel. That's what I'm saying. That's when you kneel behind somebody and then somebody else pushes them.
Right.
Oh. It's like cow tipping?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I agree with you. I agree. Ibrin, 100%. I agree. If you feel that we're unprepared, I would agree with you. We are unprepared.
We know where they're going next. They're going to East Haven. I remember that being told to us. So we know where their next stop is.
I understand that. I do.
Find their kin, get you your upgraded blade, upgrade our wares, and go at this guy.
Out of game, quick question. From, I know where we are, like Termlane area, right? Or sorry, Bryn'Shander area. And we're headed through-ish the Dwarven Valley up to Kelvin's Cairn. From Kelvin's Cairn to East Haven, is it almost the same time frame, like leaving from Bryn'Shander to Kelvin's Cairn? Because I'm looking at the map and I'm like, okay, we're almost forced to go back through the Dwarven Valley and then kind of hard east coast it to Caer Dinval. Yeah. Unless I build us an awesome sled. Okay. All right. And Atina just wants this job done. She did not give us a time frame, short of me suggesting that we'll give her an answer by the end of today. Okay. I will have you know I'm not being argumentative. I am being as apathetic as possible. Look at my hands.
That's my concern. Plus, if we can get him somewhere alone, and we can take advantage of them. 5 or 6 if we bring her with. Against 1, I just don't see us losing. I'm sorry. I don't care how strong he is.
Regardless of what you may believe, Scrimsax, it is you, the people, who allow your own population to still be sacrificed. If the church wouldn't want it to happen, it wouldn't happen. You wouldn't allow it to happen. You have the control. You choose to let it happen. You guys still stay here in sufferance in the cold, and we can address that situation later.
I think he was talking about the murder.
I'm definitely not.
Nope.
Well, not.
They actively went with tradition on that time. But you're actively... But you... But the sacrifices only started due to the, like, impressive force that Ariel is putting on this region, correct? It only started because of that. So if ultimately a bunch of ragtag greenhorn adventurers find a way to subside that impulse of power, it would benefit the town ultimately in multiple ways. One, negating the sacrifices, and 2, not that I'm trying to speak out against your religion, and I glare at Ibrin, but ultimately it may actually bring some semblance of kind of a religious balance. Patience, great. I get it. Hmm. See, I'm like, I'm on that vibe, Scram Sacks. I feel that beat.
Yeah, this whole time I've been nodding because he's basically backing up what I've said. So I'm just like, mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Let's go do some recon. Let's kind of clear Ebron's head because obviously he's a little tense. I mean, you know, he put a dagger in the table. Let's just go to the market. Let's go walk around. Let's just clear the air. Maybe let's talk about who we are and where we came from and why we're up in the frigid north in the first place. Maybe we'll get a better understanding of why people may be afraid or uneasy.
Hebron, let me just ask you one more question before we leave. If it would ease your, uneasiness about bringing her with, we can all keep an eye on her, one by one, if it means taking shifts while we're trying to rest when the time comes or whatever. I'm more than willing to do my part. Hell, I'll even do it alone if I have to. I just really think that we could use all the help we could get. And if she turns for even a second, we can all take her down. We don't even have to, but we'll let her know too, if it makes you feel better. Just say.
Sub option, we take care of it without telling her. Sub option 0.02, we tell her we're going to take care of it, but we don't let her come with us, but we take whatever aid she offers us. Eh?
I mean, it seems like the aid that she'd be offering is herself.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, we could also, maybe we could get lucky today. Who knows? Again, I think maybe we better served getting to know each other and maybe doing some recon. At least.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree. I'm just wanted to ask him if he'd at least reconsider having her help us if she's willing.
My guy's gonna just take a nice long puff again, inhaling and exhaling. As far as I'm concerned, everybody in her kind can go to the bottom depths of hell and spend an eternity in the pitless.
I feel you, man. I do.
Mean,
I understand that.
That's what they want to do. I mean, they're evil, so it's kind
I
of like giving them
I
what
get
they
it.
want.
But you know what? If she'll help us, even if we turn on her right after we're done, I don't care.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly. And like I said, if she flinches for a moment, we can take her down. Well, it ain't gonna be hard.
I will melt her frigid ass in a heartbeat.
Exactly. I'm a fierce warrior. Athros, he looks like he can handle himself. I know you can handle yourself.
Fire at the tip of my fingertip.
And Arena's always got our back too.
If you're so persistent on wanting to take care of them, then why won't you help out Battlehammer, find their kin, and get the upgraded weapon? You saw how powerful it was against that Cobalt, and you barely activated it.
You heard them, though.
Used its power.
If we walk away from this right now, we make a choice, right? We actively go and step away to go get more powerful to what? Come back and he's killed another person and in another town. Or we take care of business right now. And then we go and take care of the family, because then we'll be like, hey guys, by the way, we took care of Sephek Kaltro. Now we're going to go get your family.
Because if anything, that would ease their.
Also, I did the math somewhere. We're literally trying to bring back. Where did I put my notes? I shuffle through all my notes. 287. Yeah, iron ore. That's well over near a ton of iron. We're gonna be shuttling down a mountain, ideally.
This may take longer than just one trip.
Yeah, or if we're gonna do it in one trip, honestly, I'd prefer going in there feeling like a boss and being like, yeah, we just took down Sephek Kaltro, and I'm on a mental high, and bow, 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 I've got tinkering, and bow. It could be better. It's what's the lesser of two evils? you feel like going and doing the battle hammers is a good idea, I think it's a good idea too. But I also think taking care of Sephek Kaltro is a good idea. Because ultimately, someone's going to get hurt. We have to make a decision.
Yeah, I don't want to see anybody else suffer like anybody in this town has, or like I did before I met you guys.
Like, we have no idea how many people are left in the battle hammer party. We have a good idea of what's going to happen next with Sephek.
Yet you guys are so quickly able to come to that conclusion, so you are willing to see another person die. As I like look towards Arini, and I look towards Aethros, and I look towards Ono and Bictun, you guys are all okay with throwing your lives away. You weren't there. We can go do
Yeah,
some recon.
And guess what? You weren't there when my family was murdered.
Yeah, and you weren't there when mine
You're
was
also
as well.
around, so
Hey,
So-
I don't have a family. Haha, there. We're all brooding about
So, yeah.
families lost.
If it means that I have to die to avenge them, then so be it.
People die. It's okay. It's the nature of the beast. That's why people like us prevent that from happening. We do our best because nobody else will.
I've been around more than you guys can comprehend, and I've seen things, heard things, and been places you guys couldn't even dream of. And apparently my sincerity is not enough for you. And my guy's gonna get up, kind of clean his pipe. You guys can go do recon. I'm gonna go in my room. And I'm gonna walk in and close the door. I'm gonna go to my room.
Okay, everybody, let's just go and sit outside of Ebern's room until he's ready to go fight a bad guy because he can't handle fucking dealing with people who intimidate him back. I throw my stilts down, I click them out, and I start walking toward the market in
Yep.
a huff.
Yep. I
follow.
absolutely, I do not care at all what he just said.
mhm.
Because I'm on a mission now.
I mean, I walk like 15
Oh.
feet in a huff, and then I kind of stop and turn around and like.
Oh,
Wait
I was
for
right on
everybody.
your heels.
No, I know. I'm like, I kind of like in a huff. I'm like,
I'm not even
Yeah.
a great stride, honestly.
Yeah, we took like 3 steps.
If you stopped, I'm gone.
Well, I only stopped to like be like to turn around to watch the rest of the party as you like pass by me, and
Because
I'm
I am visibly angry.
I'm like hedging between both like upset and intrigued, like yeah. I look at Arini, and I look at Aethros, and I'm like, I'm sorry, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Who's not used to a little fight?
Yeah.
You just figured like we would have had our shit together, and I don't know. Maybe Ebron's right. Maybe we're not ready.
I'm
don't know.
sure we're more than ready. 4 of us.
4 of us.
There really will be a real ready.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing.
We're either ready
agree
or we're
with
not.
that.
We'll just all die. Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Aethros is not concerned at all with dying.
and I agree in that same boat. Yeah. Big Tune, wait, slow down. Hold on, wait. Like,
I
try
just
to
kinda-
catch up.
I just kind of growl. What?
Try to actively catch up. Okay, all right. Let's go chill out for a second. Clear the air.
As this is going on, my guy is in his room just fucking destroying everything.
Oh
There's
God, I'm glad it's not my room.
almost
I
like
know.
an overwhelming embodiment of rage happening, and I'm just beyond angry. Stop me! And
I wonder if that 3 gold will supplement his destruction of that room.
Yeah.
I'm going
Okay,
to start calming down and leave my room and fucking walk out. I'm gonna make eye contact with Atina and be like, "This is fucking on your head." Walk out the door and start trying to move at a not a slow pace, but a moderate pace to catch up to the group.
Okay.
But yeah, because we did like a huddle break.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There,
Yeah,
a
I
good
felt
half
bad.
of us was trudging.
I feel bad for. Oh no, because
Oh no, I
normally
was
do that.
speed. That's why I put the stilts down because
I
I
was
was
gonna say-
speed stilting.
I
I
was
was
gonna say,
like,
yeah.
I
Normally, normally I would have been like, "Hey, you want to ride?" But oh, I was not having it.
I'm the in all honesty, the only reason why I'm like partially like miffed about the whole situation is just because like I feel like that's not Ibrin. Like that's not
Right.
Ibrin. It's not him.
Absolutely.
He's always been stalwart. He's always had like this cool comp. Like we get it. Like he's got the broody thing, but like he hasn't shown anything that wavers. Even that one time when Athros farted in front of him, like didn't flinch. This dude got under his
One
skin
time, that was
that
like
bad?
5 times.
I
props.
still think there's something else going on.
He must have had the shit scared out of him. I get it, but like, that's all the more reason to take care of this problem.
Yep.
I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at friggin' Sephek
Oh.
Kaltro.
Oh, I'm mad at him.
Well, I mean, I can't blame you for your feelings, but I mean, like,
He's trying to stop me from avenging my family. Well, at least
yeah, that's.
starting to avenge my family. It wasn't Sephek specifically.
But
But-
even still, like, that's the other thing. We don't know anything about each other. Like, nobody has no idea your motivations versus his. Is there a stall? Is there like a? I know it's relatively early morning. Is there like a food stall? Are we getting close to the edge of this town square? Yeah. I walk over to that person and I prestidigitate the warmth of that cubic area of his area just to make it easier for them to cook. And I'm like, "Hi, morning or almost early afternoon. I'm not sure what you're cooking. Can I just get one of whatever you're cooking, please?" You know what? How about this? Since you're completely honest with us, I love that. Do you have any gristle or fat? Mm-hmm. Love it. I pull out a swatch of that leather and make a quick bag, and I'm like, pour it in here. I want, if you'll, I'll put down like 2 silver. I'm like, if you'll pour it in here, I'll take it. Nah, 2 silver, giving you the 2 silver. And I pour it in this little leather makeshift bag now, tie it off super tight, and make sure it's nice and sealed. Nah, you're doing me a favor. I appreciate you. Thank you. By the way, it smells, I mean, you say it's, you know, not that great, but it smells delicious. And I prestidigitate like like Julia Child level, like gourmet smell that is erupting from his grill. Hey, I'm just saying, everything's coming up. Wicked. I hand it to Aethros.
I eat it immediately with a giant smile on my face.
Heck yeah.
Do I need to make a Constitution save?
Thank God. Thank God.
Okay.
It smells really good, by the way. Like I prestidigitated that thing. It smells like filet mignon,
Oh, nice.
but it's probably like weird.
Aethros is
Gross.
now happy.
It does. It does. It. I
Good.
elevated it from that. And I tap the little pouch of like gristly fat, and I'm like, this may come in handy later.
I thought you were going to be doing something else with that.
No. Wait. Why? What do you think I was gonna do?
You're going to try to distract me.
I mean, I'm not saying that's out of the question, but I do have plans for this. I don't like. Okay, I take a look around. I look for like the most densely populated area and kind of try to center our group in that. And I throw it down. I'm like, okay, notebooks out. Where's everyone from?
Oh,
Whoever wants to go first. Look, honestly, here's the thing. I'm pretty simple, you know. And I figure like we might as well just learn each other, you know, a little bit better. Because if we're gonna be like a traveling party and doing business together and like, you know, saving the world or whatever, like, I can't wait until we're like 20 adventures down the road and I don't know that Aethros is allergic to nuts. Like, you
I
know,
understand.
this is gonna bug the crap out of me. I pull half-made toys out of my trinket bag, and I'm like, I don't just do this because it's fun. It is fun, but I care about you guys. And you guys see like a smattering of half-finished baubles. One looks like with leather strapping, like mane of a lion. One looks like a very clean cut, like almost military style figurine, and another one is it very much is just like a shroud of darkened leather and like these two. It's like two red dots, but because I haven't found any ruby chips to put in the place of eyes. And then there's like two other figurines that are like very much just like, you know, skeletons at this point. I'm like, I care about you guys. You guys are fun. You guys are way better than my last family, and I don't know. Like we could be great. We could be awesome. We could be like top of the world awesome. You know? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So while we're kind of doing this, I'm still absolutely seething. But like while he's saying that, I just kind of take a deep breath and exhale, you know, sigh. Fine, I understand. I mean, and listen, I got a little bit out of line back there.
You're
I got a
within
lot.
your right.
I got a lot riding on this. I'll tell you right now, I'm not really from anywhere in particular. My pride, my clan, we roamed around the plains south of the Pillars of Aeog here, and south of this area, and we're actually pretty influential in the area, outside of all, you know, the major towns. Over the years, we were slowly losing people in our pride, and nobody was ever sure what was going on until one night. And I just kind of get like I get like real solemn and like real, just like at this point it's like a 10,000 yard stare.
Oh shit.
You know, we went to rest with a lot less people. Normally we had plenty of people to watch over at night, but we weren't doing so hot, and suddenly everything got incredibly cold. Didn't know what was happening. It was very, very out of our realm of normalcy, and a blizzard came out of nowhere. And then I kind of woke up and I heard something just incredibly unnatural. And something flew over us, and all of the torches that we had went out. And I just started hearing everybody around me start screaming, and not like like we're taking care of this. It's more like death throes, like people dying.
Oh god.
And just watching this happen, and I really couldn't even do anything about it at the time because I was stuck. And
Like
from what-
emotionally stuck or physically stuck?
physically stuck. Something had gotten knocked over onto me,
Oh god.
and by the time it had all settled, I heard this person say something, whoever was on the back of this creature, and they said, "Neither law or order shall stand in the way of her influence being spread." And then they disappeared. And from what I've been gathering, it seems like it's Oriel. So I really, really want to get rid of this thing.
Respect. Totally understandable.
And I kind of like, as I'm done talking about it, I kind of like shake my head a little bit and start looking at everybody again. So yeah, that's me.
Thank you, Big Tune. I appreciate it. Like I'm making a very as respectful as possible, but feverishly making a note on Big Tune's page.
Do I see my party or do I roll right past them?
We're definitely not being stealthy.
No. He walks all the way to the southwest gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else want to share?
While I am walking, trying to catch up, I am fully cloaked.
Be sneaky.
Hi, I'm Athros. Nice to meet you all.
Hi,
I
Athros.
mean, yeah, I just grew up in a small farming town in the King's Plains, and well, I started getting these nightmares, and then I started seeing shadow people around my town at night, and then some people started dying from these shadow people, and eventually got some nightmare or this dream that basically told me to come up here to look for. Actually, I should look out my backstory.
Yeah, I was basically reading.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I'm like, oh, fuck, I hope that's what it was.
I love how your
Um,
character just was like, yeah, I was a farm kid, and then I started to have nightmarish dreams about shadow people, and then yeah,
Yeah,
Like, so-
as one does.
so
Right.
cavalier.
Yeah, who doesn't have a few nightmares every now and then? When
Yeah,
they're a
of
kid?
course.
Some kids wet the bed, other people have nightmares. I just get plagued by shadow monsters.
Shadow people. That's
Um,
horrific. I'm sorry for you.
Yeah. At one point, a priest did try and perform an exorcism on me. Seemed like it went successful because no nightmares. But then he was found dead, and all of his limbs were ripped from his body, and his blood was black and thick as tar. So
Subject to brutal murders or
Yikes. Okay.
yeah. So
Wait,
eventually
Athros, you're religious, right?
Yes, I was about to get to that.
Oh, okay.
So my parents started getting a little spooked about this. They took me to this church, and they basically just dropped me off there and told them that I'm their problem now and kind of abandoned me. But oh well. But yeah, so then they tried to help me, and that's where I started becoming religion because nightmare stopped. Figured what, I'm all in on this religion thing. So but eventually I did have a dream, or a voice was telling me to find some cult worshipping Shar up here in the north. So I just packed my stuff up and headed up north. And that's about it.
Remind me not to perform
the normal stuff.
Yeah, like actively don't. I feel like we should be way more careful around the shadows with you. Like
they've never they have hurt people. Disregard that.
Okay. I'm super intrigued now. Like, I'm actively looking at his shadow and seeing if it's doing anything.
I try to make a shadow puppet.
All right, that's cool. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna put my hood
Could we do a
down.
perception check to see if he's coming?
Yeah, wicked. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, actually, yes, I would like to as well.
I'm gonna guide myself, and I'm not paying attention. I'm writing everyone's story down.
Oh, we're not paying attention.
You said you pulled your hood down?
I raise my hand up, start waving, be like, Ibram, hey, how's it going? Completely oblivious to what happened like 10 minutes ago.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna kind of just walk a little bit slower, sigh, and walk over towards the group.
That's cute. He's being
I was
adorable.
full ready to blow past everybody, grab my bow, and take a shot at Sephek, but I decided, broad daylight, let's tabletop that for a moment to see if the group calm down or they're just gonna throw their lives away.
I'm glad you didn't start an initiative.
Walk up and just feel like, hey, Thros, real quick. Hey, Thros, I'm gonna do this and grab my dagger back. Thanks for holding that.
Make
First off,
it opposing
you
check.
have to do a perception check to know if I haven't had it.
Yeah.
So I guess the first question is, how would he even know that I had it if no one told him
Boom.
I had it? If it's not visible.
Got this gut feeling.
Nah, man, you're metaing. Stop metaing.
Yeah.
Fine.
You should at least ask.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, that's not me.
I say at least ask who has it, and then once you know, then try to steal it.
Yeah.
See, I was hoping I could just do that because my perceptions have been that.
Look, I would say you just ripped up Athros' butt.
Yeah. Like, not into that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you thought you were trying
You do you, but
to
let me do
what
me, which is
both
not you.
Athros and Ono do, and just he's like, I don't know, I see them doing it.
Are you okay now?
Depends. Are you guys gonna still throw your lives away or what?
Oh my god. How about we change the subject and say, where are you from? What's your life story? How can we better understand Ibrin?
I'd rather not get into my backstory right now. This is not the time nor the place to be doing it in broad daylight with everybody walking around.
It's the perfect
guys
place to
wanted-
do it.
Well,
Do you
No.
think that guy over there
away.
picking his
Nobody's
nose
paying
hairs?
attention to us.
Yeah, do you think that lady over there who's milking the goat, who literally is turning the goat milk into ice, you think she gives a shit? No, nobody gives a crap. None of those kids over there who are throwing shit on the back of that fucking truck, they don't care. We care. I care. I want to know.
Yeah, don't throw all of us into this.
If you don't, fine. I'll
I mean,
go.
He hasn't given me a reason to. Oh, you were talking about your own backstory. Never mind.
No?
Then go. Oh no.
Fine. I have no problem. I am Ono Itsuo. That's the name I was given since I can remember, as long as I can. I know it's kind of like a joke with a lot of people. Any consolation, it was kind of, not fun for me as a little kid, but I kind of got over it and kind of leaned into it. So, meh, what are you going to do? I grew up in a traveling caravan, similar to you, Big Tune. Nomadic, all over the world. I mean, even at sometimes maybe different parts of the world, different realms. We did a lot of weird traveling. I don't have parents. I don't know them. Didn't know them growing up. Didn't care. I was raised by the caravan, and yeah. I mean, I get it. Untrusting. It's not easy. Just as a side note, guys, I have no real big problem when other people do it, but since you guys are like my family now, honestly, I kind of prefer they them. I'm not a guy, by the way, so I prefer they them, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's kind of a thing, so you should know, since we're family now, prefer it. But yeah, growing up as a kid, I got picked on a lot because I wasn't either or, and I had to make a choice. So that's the reason why I'm a tinkerer, because stay in the back of a caravan where nobody sees you, and you just read books and tinker with stuff. It's one of the reasons why I'm really good with magic, because I read a lot of magic books. So, yeah, that's me for the most part. Why did I leave the caravan? Why am I here? Because there's some wicked magic up here in this mountain, like arcane battery stuff. We're talking like big celestial, touched by the gods, lattice of arcane magic, and I want to do it all. I want to know it all. Why? Because the world should know it all. That's me.
Aethor starts clapping.
Thank you. Thank you. Yay, troubled childhood.
Yeah, I've always wanted a brother, and or sister, or
it's fine. No, it's cool. Like honestly, it's okay. You could
sibling,
either or.
Yeah,
Sibling,
that's fine. Pick you up and hug you.
That's cool. I agreeably hug back.
And I don't let go.
That's fine. You're relatively warm. I'm cool with that. Also, out of the group, since Aethros is kind of hugging me, he's earning browning points right now. But not that it wasn't obvious enough. Big Toon, you're like my best friend, and Karini, you're like second.
Whoa.
Gonna say.
No, I mean it's nothing. Aethros, it's nothing against you. Like I've actively spent more time with the both of them.
No, I get it. It's okay. It's because I'm your brother, just like you're my sibling.
That's fair.
We're not friends. We're family. We're more than friends.
In all honesty, you see a very somber look hit Ono's face, and I go, I actively think you're all my family.
Insight check to see if he's lying.
I am not gonna roll against you. I am absolutely telling the truth.
Oh.
Even with a 14, you can wholeheartedly feel my intention that I actively love and care for each and every one of you.
All right, so Ibram, you're next.
Yeah, we're saving the best for last.
Or Arini, I suppose.
Ladies first.
Which, by the way, buff table. Seems like her mic's not working super well.
No.
Because she has been like responding to a lot of things. I hear it, but I don't hear it in my headphones. Okay, yeah.
Is it working now?
Yes, you were muted for a little bit.
Well,
I wasn't muted.
Oh.
I
unplugged it and I remuted it and unmuted it again.
Well, we can hear your beautiful voice now.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay, so I missed like the last 10 things that were said.
I basically said that out of the group, because of the quantity of time that I've accumulated with all of you, Big Toon is essentially like my best friend, with you being an extremely close second.
And Aethros got a little bit offended.
Yeah,
that.
and we're mid hug as I said that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look, my charisma is 12, guys. I'm not very charismatic.
It's more than me.
Yeah, that's more than me.
Pretty sure you're the.
Mine's 18, so I'm very likable.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what that
hence
means.
hence the reason why I was super comfortable last night. But yeah, we were just saying, if Abram wants to go now, or if you want to go.
I don't think he'll
Backstory.
go. So I'll go. So I'm from the Iris and Pupil. I lived with my father. My mom was killed in a hunting accident when I was young. Due to my father having to work so hard, and the stress of raising me, he had a lot of addiction issues, so we never really had a relationship. So I found myself kind of roaming, trying to, fill the void a little bit, and that's why I learned how to do music and kind of came up and started traveling and hoping to, find family and bring a little joy to people that look like they clearly don't have any.
That's awesome, Rini.
I also kind of want to be a famous ass rock star.
And I totally want to support that idea. I like make stars behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, your dad is battling addiction. That's really not cool.
Some people cope better than others. He tried his best.
I know the beast. It's rough. Yeah. I knew a couple people in the caravan who had a problem with. I believe in the southernmost part of Ignatria. It's called Sood. So, not the best. I'm sorry, but you're here now, and we're family.
A little tiny family.
Yeah.
And oh no, you're my favorite.
Giddy. Like stars behind me, like little blue and purple stars, like pop up behind me. All right, I'm seeing a pattern. Not that this is. I feel like this is an adventurer thing. We all come from like broken homes, and it might be an adventurer thing.
Suppose.
I mean, at least 4 of us come from broken homes. We don't know about, Mr. Broody guy over here.
He's gonna tell us that he's like a prince, and he left home because he didn't want to be crowned, and he has a donkey named Alfonso.
It's a great name.
I thought it was a really great name too.
Listen,
I'm just
here's
gonna
how you
kinda-
finally change your backstory to add a donkey named Alfonso.
I'm gonna kind of look at Oh No.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Oh No and be like, well, you're partially right. Technically, I would be the rightful ruler to a kingdom 3,000 years ago, but my mother and father were brutally murdered, and I've spent almost the last 3,000 years recovering in the astral realm. And I've come back here to figure out what happened, why it happened, either to take vengeance or become the rightful ruler of the land.
Were you
Is that
frozen?
So
Were you
this-
frozen in time?
This is the future for you.
I mean, I've only spent 3 days in the astral realm, but each day is 1,000 years, or nearly 3 days.
Okay.
Holy. Yeah, there's a horrible time dilation. Dude, mainly because of the Wildman. Holy
Okay.
shit. Yeah, I flipped to a whole new section in the book, and like
I actively pull out a couple of pages and like make a brand new chapter.
Okay.
That's
So-
the cliff notes. Is that enough for you guys? Can we
No,
go
no,
see what's going on?
No. You can't just allude to be like, I'm kind of royalty, but you know, the astral plane, it messed with me. Hold on, what? Like,
yeah, like
seriously,
how big of a
like
kingdom
you're,
are we actually talking about? Like, was it
Yeah.
4 people or?
and is it
Like,
on
yeah,
our
you're
plane of
the king of the house.
existence?
That, unfortunately, I can't answer. I
'Cause you-
don't know.
Can't
don't
or
know.
won't.
No, because he just doesn't know. I
Right,
believe
right.
you.
No, I understand. I just wanted to get on the same page.
I literally have it just under Ebron, 3,000 years old? Question mark exclamation.
Grandpa?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, so you're trying to, I just want to get it right, to reclaim your rightful place on said throne, or seek vengeance to, I'm at a loss.
I haven't decided what I want to do yet.
so what brought you specifically to
Here.
10 Towns here?
I finally recovered. My handler said there's been a problem occurring in the north, and that you will eventually run into a group that may need your assistance. And so far, that's been you guys, and I know you need my assistance. That's why I keep throwing myself into the front of the battle for you guys, but that's also why I'm here now. And my guy, like, right as he says here now, kind of like has a flashback to what I just did at the tavern. And I'm going to be like, and when we go back, I'm going to have to take a few extra moments at the North Look to apologize for a few things. But that's the cliff notes. I'm not going into it more. That's all you get for now. What are we doing? Are we scouting, or what? Are we going to go get the ore and help the battle hammer people? And I'm looking at Big Tune with my hands kind of like wide open, like, are we fucking doing this, or are we just lollygagging here? Like, if you want to throw your life away, dude, I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to do everything I can, but you can't just, we got to think about it more tactfully. And I feel like the sword you had, I felt you didn't even scratch the surface of the power. Having that
Well-
upgraded stuff, having everybody upgrade their stuff, I feel like we'll just be better off. Will people continue to die? Possibly, but that's been going on long before we got here.
Well, here's the thing. That sword was described to us as something made for the undead. And to our knowledge, at least right now, he's not undead. So it's not going to help us there.
Well, also, hold on. She did mention, Atina did mention that, or allude that
There's an undead vibe coming
Died.
from the guy, or necromancy coming from him, and
Yeah,
she's
he-
emitting necromancy, meaning
he was-
she's dead,
well,
which means
okay,
that
that's
blade will
fine.
only help more. And I'm kind of like trying to emphasize my point on the blade here.
Yeah, but it already does it right now, right?
But I'm trying to get Big Tune to realize that, like, hey, she's emitting necromancy. There's something weird there. She's talking about.
Right.
but we
She
don't-
actively recognized
Perfect.
that he died on a ship and was brought back
Well-
by some entity.
She said that he went out to see him, was presumed dead,
Right.
and then came back, showed up later on. We don't. She and we, as of right now, do not know what's going on.
You don't just go out to sea with normal brown eyes, wearing a long coat and jacket, and then come home and being like, hey guys, by the way, my eyes are blue and I'm totally fine in this sub-degree weather. And then be like, I'm still alive.
But either
That's-
way, let me put it to you this way, Ebron. I'm not saying that I'm trying to go after him tonight. What I'm saying is that, for one, if we can get some help, we should probably get some help. You keep talking about upgrading, yet you're denying what could possibly be the biggest upgrade of our party.
Or
Having
it could be the
another person
one
there.
thing that kills us all.
Well, I mean, look, that's the other thing is like, if we wait and go and upgrade, he could be doing the same thing. They could
Exactly.
increase their numbers. watch.
saying,
We walk away and then we get screwed because they add like another 30 guys to him, and then they decide to lock him up in that stupid friggin' refrigerator and be like, Sephek's in trouble, we've got to protect him.
I'm saying if we have the chance, if we can get him alone, like you managed to find him last night, we can get a jump on him. I think we have to take it. But
Then let's go
for
there now. I know exactly where he was last night. If you're that serious, let's go.
That's why we're here now. That's why
we're trying to figure things out.
We're trying to scope out the deets. Is he going to be in the market today? Is he going to be with the group that he's supposed to be protecting and bodyguarding? Because he's technically a hired thug to this dude Torg. So we might get lucky and see them all here in the market. Will we take them out in the market? No. But do you think you could get some better intel and be like, oh man, he's walked off to the side because he likes whipped cream? We could get that information. We don't know. Let's scope it out.
If we can find out more about him.
At least we have until the end of the day. Yeah, like the more information, the better. If he was just scaring the shit out of you, which he did, which is okay, not making fun of you, literally actively recognizing that you were traumatized, I understand. But like, if he was serious, fine, he's serious. We need to take him seriously. Or he was threatening you and intimidated the shit out of you because he knows that we could run him down. I think it's a good chance that we could run him down. But I agree with you. Let's get better prepared. But I don't think going off and doing the Battlehammer mission, I think we would be squandering a precious moment here. Yeah, you found his hideout. I think that's perfect information. He's scared of him. He's scared of us now because he knows we're after him.
Okay. Just real quick above table, John. Have we seen you like use magic or anything in the past? Without trying to get too meta, I'm not worried about your class or anything.
When I first landed here, there was an emanating magic ore around me.
Well, no, I just mean like in the couple of
I read him as reading a magical signature like on our first come together, but
as far as performing magic throughout the series so far, no, it's straight
primarily just
short sword dagger.
Like actual physical.
Yeah, I think the only thing we've seen him we've witnessed him do magical would be his eye thing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I mean, wanted to make sure that what I was about to say was not going to be like completely stupid.
You're undead, Ibrin.
No. But like, okay.
Yeah, I honestly, I think that's what we should do. We have until at least the end of the day to tell this Atina person whether or not we're going to need her help or not. If we get some really good information and we think we can do it, I think we should do it. I think we should just take him out and just go for it.
Fine. I'm going to just huff and puff and start walking directly towards their market. Like where their stand was the other day.
Do we see them? Okay,
cool.
We actively know that they've set up here,
Yeah, let me
I'm gonna use guidance on myself as well.
Guidancing myself as well. I will take that 21.
You're really shook.
Ibrin is not in a good mood.
No, he is shook it. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
like we
merchant group.
Figured that they would be there, but I hadn't actively seen where they set up yet.
I would have actively tried to position us in a way that would have kept us inconspicuous, but put us in an advantageous spot to be like, okay, we can see the whole market.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We just walked into the farmer's market. We're by the
So,
bee people and the people who are selling leather purses that look like shit.
So,
Yeah, of course.
so then I guess, not having seen them, where is Ebron walking?
To the market. Just I don't see
Just
him yet.
general? Okay. General
Just-
market.
yeah, just
Okay,
pacing.
just wanted to get a refresh on.
I
You
mean,
being 6'9", I don't know how you don't see people, but
Well,
you know,
this is the
No,
thing.
I know.
this is the thing. We actively know that they're a merchant group, so they obviously should have a table. They should have a presence here. So, with them coming and doing business, their focus is business, not a couple of people scoping them out and checking to see their strengths and weaknesses.
well, as of the other time when Irini, Aethros, Picton, and I were there, I was in an alleyway kind of watching it. They had 4 bandits and the dwarf leading the group along with Sephek. So we already kind of know they have 6 people.
Okay, so I take that note. I take that information in. I like you see as soon as you say that, I begin to like do math in my head, and I'm like, okay, cool. Irini, would you like to go and perform a business transaction? I think I need some components.
I would love to.
Awesome. Ebron, scope us out. Like, watch these dudes, get behind the stall, see what you can learn, see where they're putting the money, see who's shuttling money, see who's watching the back. And Bictune, be a badass. Aethros, do the same thing, be a badass.
Will do, sir. Or ma'am.
It's
or
fine. No, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's totally cool. Okay, so I look through my component pouch real quick, and I make a quick assessment of what I probably need. Is there anything specifically that I assume that with my 21, I can see their stall. Like Irini and I can see their stall.
Me too.
Okay. So as we're approaching, I'm just shuttling to Irini. Okay, whatever they have on the table, whatever they're selling, ultimately I just need raw material. If we can get string, if they have small fine goods like thieves tools or anything of that nature. But let's not outright ask if they have thieves tools, because I don't want them to be like, oh, there's a bunch of thieves asking us for fucking business. They're crouching into our territory. Just a
but aren't
suggestion.
they thieves?
Yeah, it's totally true. Yeah, it could be thieves, but I don't want them to think we're like bumping in on their territory. Okay, so Irini and I are making a very much a business stride. I am on stilts, walking, chest slightly puffed, and just banter BS conversation with Irini.
Kind of keep an eye on what's going on, obviously, but for the moment, I'll hang back.
Somebody should have eyes on Ebron as he's doing his sneaky boy thing.
Yeah, I want to get a little closer to the stall just so I can try and get a good view of what they're actually selling to see if they have anything like alchemist fire, oil, alcohol, anything flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Highly flammable.
Are you trying to be sneaky at the moment, Ebron, or are you just walking over?
My guy is visibly frustrated in size, but before Ono paces off, I huff and puff and fine, whatever. Above table, you want me to roll a normal, advantage, disadvantage, stealth check here?
Before I walk away from you, I tap you and give you guidance and say, it's going to be okay.
My guy still easily annoyed, though.
Yes. No.
That's
What the fuck?
My guy,
odd.
You are
I
in a
don't know
bad
if,
mood.
Yeah, I don't know if GM messed with my stats or something, but this should like visibly tell you guys my guy is shook.
You are in a bad mood.
Right?
I'm not trying to climb anything at this point. I'm just kind of like a few feet from Bictune, just kind of like carousing in a different
Okay, yeah. So that being said,
pretty much.
would my perception check still be active for whether or not I'm aware that he's near me?
What's your resting passive perception? Is it 12?
It is, yeah, 12, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say.
I would like to make sure that he's not gonna make a jackass out of himself, yeah. New one. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Sweet.
Let's hope that they're not paying attention either.
Hey.
I want to look basically for anything highly flammable at their stall. Alchemist fire, alcohol, oil. Perception. Give myself guidance.
And
Oh no!
dang, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actively walking up in a very business mindset. My motivation, my motive is literally I'm shopping. And greetings and salutations. Sorry, I missed. You have 2 humans, a tiefling, and who was the other body? An orc. Okay. Awesome. Greetings and salutations. I am here to just refill on some necessities. Also, I may or may not have heard you guys have tools. Is that correct? Odd request, like chef's tools, any generic tools, like a tailoring kit, anything like that, in your travel. I know you guys are a merchant company. Am I correct in believing that? Wonderful. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I guess, what do you have currently in stock? Yes, I'm actively interested. And this goes, I assume this goes on for a few minutes. I also, as a side note, continue with the deception of us actively shopping, I ask for like healing potions or any salves they have in that, and books, not referring to spell books, just any literature. Oh, I love those. Hell yeah. Okay, I will take the price quote for those, and while I have them all engaged and Arenia and I are kind of just like shooting the shit with this person, that is when I hope we're distracting enough that the rest of my party could do their business, unless Arenia has a special request.
I'd like to see what kind of instruments they have in stock, if any.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I look at Arini. I'm like, Arini, I will literally buy you both of those. Like, if not the flute, the bongo drums? What?
Those could be pretty sick.
Those could be awesome. Can you imagine? We just did a stint in the Blue Clam over in Tourmaline. She's an unbecoming artist, so one of our endeavors is, making sure that she's outfitted appropriately. Again, hence the reason why we're looking for a jeweler's kit, a tailoring kit. We're trying to make sure that she's as presentable to our next fair as possible. Business, oh no, comes full force. Absolutely. Absolutely. And honestly, again, there are hundreds of musicians and poets around. Arini is unlike any you have heard before. And there is a soft, haze around her that is like a peach colored haze around her, kind of haloing her as I prestidigitate that around her. This is the orc or the human? One of the humans? Or wait, no, because you said there was two tieflings, or what did I? No, I had two humans, one tiefling. I wrote that backwards. Sorry. Okay, so one.
I was
Inception.
general I would have liked to have kept an eye on Ebron, but also was definitely trying to make sure I knew what was going on with Torgos.
And I'm at the stand next to Torgs, seeing if there's anything at this stand.
Like women's garments.
Ebron.
Ebron better be getting the deets on these cat people. Oh.
Please, please, please. Thank
Yo!
I know they're blood type there.
I was gonna see if they had some gunpowder I could buy,
I'm making gunpowder, bro.
but I wanted to see if I could get some now.
Yeah. No.
I mean, on
He
the
did
boat,
not.
I may have made that intention, but I haven't talked about it since. But yeah, that's fine.
Something about making boom boom powder. and
Yo,
some-
get that boom boom powder.
Yo.
Oh, it's go time! What? Kitty heard a bad. No.
Okay, I actually took notes for once.
Oh my God. Oh, you're gonna roar, and we're about to go downtown. I haven't even paid for this flute yet.
I'll say I was so ready to chase after that kid.
Oh, I'm so glad you hit that nat 20. What the? Damn it, Dakota! God damn it! Ah! Oh! Oh, that's on. Perfect.
Yeah.
On the money. Perfect on the money. God.
Could not
Damn
be
it.
matter about having to wait a week. So,
Ah.
Well, they started great for
Roleplay
a
wise, perfect.
very bad situation I was in, and then it just went. But that was also good because it kind of emphasized, like,
it was kind of the
guys,
point,
You're
let's
man.
fucking
not
shook.
kind of die, you know.
You're shook.
All my guy kind of thinks is right now is like, oh, I showed emotions. These guys just says fuck you to it, so I'm gonna go back to being the cold brute and being that guy. My guy is
So-
my. My
I
guy
think the
is
rest of us
feeling.
are just like, this dude ain't right. Something's wrong. We need to
No.
fix this.
100%. I agree with that, and I think roleplay wise, it was perfect. I loved everything about it.
It was really
Fucking
good.
perfect. I love it. Oh, you're not broody today. You're actually shook. Ooh, I love it.
I hated it so bad when I
Oh.
first rolled that insight check.
Oh my God, I know. I was just like, bro, please hit this. He's sus. What is going on? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Fucking fantastic. Love every second of it. I am so. Oh, you put a rock in a hard place. You put us with a choose column A or column B. Something
Yep.
bad's gonna happen. It's my
Yep.
favorite. Ah. Okay. Damn it.
Mm.
I was gonna buy that flute too. I'm buying those bongos. You can't stop me, Dakota.
We're gonna use those bongos.
I'm turning those bongos into some magical thing. There's fucking bongos of enlightenment or something.
Let's become faster.
Yeah, it's not here fast enough. We're literally on the precipice of initiative. Good wreck. Okay,
Do we have to stop now, or can we go another hour?
this guy.
I will not make it another hour.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fam. I'm throwing this out there. Group name. This is it's a play off of a South Park thing, but I think we can have a hyphenated version. But I think The Broken is a good name.
You're gonna say the fractured.
Well, the real name, like the shits, which is, you know, I would say the broken butthole.
I'm down.
Please.
I'm down.
Please.
Yeah. That's
We could
I
just
feel
we could like be known as the broken, but
yes.
actually be the broken butthole.
Yeah. It's like the shits with the super high intensity team. Like I feel like it's perfect. Nobody needs to know that we're the broken butthole, but we're again, this is not. I'm just throwing it out there because the only names I have on our list is the joke when you guys threw it out last session is the It's Us crew, or an iteration of that, and then this one.
Well, I could go either way on those.
Just a suggestion. Damn it! Everything was great.
The only thing that wasn't great was the end.
No. The dice giveth, the dice taketh.
Yeah, I
away.
think it's. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna
Yes,
work on that.
there was probably so many adorable, cool things you were saying. Damn it!
I think. Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll get it fixed up. Right. Right. Yeah, I think it's. I love the irony of Big Tuna and Ebron fighting, despite John and Nick being best friends.
That and literally
Hey,
vying for
what-
the same thing.
Our guys kind of have like that unspoken like we're gonna be best friends. Like we trust each other now, but
Oh,
like
absolutely.
there's that first major
We
fight,
just
and we
need to
both just
sit down
gotta.
and talk to each other.
You guys
Privately.
are literally Stallone and Schwarzenegger.
Where did I go wrong? I had a friend.
Like we just need to get in. Like we need to bunk together one night and just like not actually take a long rest when everybody else is.
Again, it's one of the reasons why I switched up groups, because we all need to like commingle.
Well, you'll figure out when we go back to the North Look why I bunked alone. As
yeah.
He sleeps naked.
No,
Ooh.
I decimated my room.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we'll find that out. But
Yeah, but you don't do that every time.
yeah, you're not.
Well, you don't know that though.
He has like night terrors when he sleeps and like destroys the bed. Is this going to be a thing where I'm going to have to constantly fix the bed every time we get up?